Well, it's week 4 of the LCS with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm right now in the LCS arcade, which is powered by Alienware, joined by Huni. Talk about things over on Dignitas. Okay, so you guys started strong. Then it started to look, which you've done before. Your teams have done before. They start strong and they go, but you won today. So where would you say Dignitas is at in terms of strength? Because it doesn't seem like you guys are still on top, but maybe you hit a rough patch.
I mean, for sure, I think we were good. Like, we were good at the past, like, 2 weeks ago and 3 weeks ago, definitely. Because, like, I think what we performed was, like, what we shown to at the stage was, like, more than enough that we were proved we were actually a pretty good team. But I think that was, like, kind of mistakes that we shown too much. And we got pretty big ego, and we got kind of lazy. And I think that was, like, kind of bad thing, or like that was kind of a side effect that we actually won too easily on the stage, and the screen result was kind of going like slowly down, even though we won it actually on the stage. So I think we didn't know, but probably like we knew it, but we actually didn't like pull out that we were kind of slowly getting lazy and getting kind of worse. But we lost like 3 games in a row, and then we find out like what's our problem. We pull out the like our what is like actual weaknesses here. So I think we kind of solved a lot. So that's why I think we found out the way that we should be winning.
What do you think the weaknesses were?
Big ego.
The weaknesses were big ego. Okay, it's funny because I remember I interviewed, what was it, Froggen? I think it was Froggen, and I said, "You guys have a lot of big egos on this team. Is that going to be an issue?" And it was like, no, it's completely fine. But now you're saying big ego maybe was an issue.
Oh, I mean that was like different ego, like it's not as like individual ego. You know, like I'm saying like as a more team ego that we actually won like 3 times in a row, and we were kind of like more like overconfidence. Gotcha. You know, like if that's like, of course it's good to have the confidence. Definitely we had a confidence, but as soon as we lost 3 games in a row, we lost our confidence, we lost our like everything, and that was like more point that we could have started from like begin. So we built up slowly from like bottom again, and I think that's what happened. But I don't think definitely just like individual ego, like there's not like any problem. So I think that's what we want, like 3 games in a row. Makes sense. So
So the team is getting along okay, everything's fine behind the scenes.
pretty much. Okay. And we'll see tomorrow too. Like I can't wait for just playing on the stage, and like, you know, I always just want to play on the stage every single day.
Are you going to play Soraka again?
I mean, I think I even mentioned a post-match interview, but I'm going to play Sona.
Okay, you're going to play Sona. Okay, but talk to me about the Soraka thing, because it is a very non-Huni champion. I don't think Huni and think Soraka. So what happened there?
Well, I mean, I like to play like blue or like Karma. I mean, I've shown a lot like playing support champion, and I was like doing really well. But I mean, you know, it's pretty fun. You know, it's just throwing some bananas and stars. You know, like just pressing some Q, just heal up. You know, it was pretty easy to play.
So you like playing Soraka? Because I feel like maybe Soraka would be boring for you. Normally you want to be like charging down and punching people in the face, I feel like.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. But, you know, sometimes I had to just like sacrifice my ability, you know, for my team to win, you know. Yeah. You know, that's what happened.
This is a new Huni. I feel like different Huni.
You know, I mean, I always would like to play, but just like the practice just went well, you know. If practice didn't go well, probably I would not play. But since our teammate actually played really well, so I couldn't wait to play.
Well, it's good to see you having fun up there. Do you think, I mean, I think I asked you guys at the beginning of the split, will Dignitas play a lot of unusual champions? Do you think that you're going to continue to do that?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Since there's like Froggen and like Huni on the mid and top, like no one know, like people can't know like what we're going to play, you know? So that's going to be pretty big advantage.
How good do you think Dig is? Like, obviously C9 is in the lead right now, but would you rank yourself number 2, number 3, top 5?
I can't make sure, honestly. Even myself and ourselves too. I think my team right now is like, since we're not really stabilized and like we're up and down pretty easily, so like we can win versus any team, but at the same time I think we can lose versus any team. So I think we just need to play more on the stage and get used to.
I don't think you played C9 for a while. I might be wrong, but do you think you could beat them right now?
I think we lost versus C9.
You would lose.
we lost one
No,
game.
no, I know. But if you could
Yeah.
play them, like let's say tomorrow you were playing C9,
Well,
could Dig beat them? Because it seems like they're unbeatable.
I mean, they're gonna beat my Soraka, so probably they're gonna have some advantage since I play on one game already. Like for sure, they're gonna play. They're gonna beat Lucian, Soraka, Rumble.
Okay.
You know what's gonna happen is the same thing again, but I think it's gonna be pretty close. I think it's really gonna be close. But for sure, they're gonna be like, damn, Huni's so good. We gotta ban some Huni champ, man.
They
Like,
target ban you
I mean, as usual.
as usual. What do you think that the bans usually go towards you, not to like Froggen or other players on the team?
Oh yeah, I mean that's pretty big advantage. Like everywhere where I go, like they just have to ban GP, Soraka, like Rumble, Lucian, Akali, like there's so many champ, you know. So I'm trying to make more champion that they should be banning, like Soraka, Sona, etc. Like
So eventually, you just have this lineup of champions they have to ban, and then you guys can play whatever you want.
I think so.
That makes sense. Champion Ocean, I feel like, is maybe what you're going for. Now, other than that, how have things been going on Dig?
I've been doing well as we shown on our result. I don't think it's like really like worst ever possible, and I prefer just slowing like really start really slowly. You know, like what last year what I did. That was like first time I qualified Warriors as a NA representative, and we start really slow. Like everyone had close gaming, but later in the end of the year, no one could stop our performance. And even though I think I want to I want to start like kind of like high, but it doesn't matter as long as like we're at the top of the year, you know.
I believe almost a month ago, maybe I'm getting this wrong because it was a while ago, but the players were surveyed and they were asked which lane has the least impact on the game. And I believe it was top lane. That was almost universally. Do you feel like that's true?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you seem to have big impacts on the game.
I mean, that's different because I'm a Huni.
Okay.
Like, I'm not considered as a top. It's my role is a Huni, you know.
You don't play top, you play Huni.
Yeah. So it's like definitely differences.
But I have noticed that Huni is traditionally played at the top lane.
That's wrong.
Oh, that's wrong.
You hear something wrong information, so.
Okay, good. I misunderstood. Is there anything you want to say to any of the Dig fans?
I hopefully you guys enjoyed today match, which is I pull off some Soraka, and I can't wait for see you guys in tomorrow.
Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you for the click at my face. Either way, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching that interview. I am lurking in the shadows off to the side of the studio right now as the game is happening behind. I just wanted to gesture back there and let you know that those computers, the monitors that they're using, you can actually win that right now by going to the link in the video description, alienware.com/Travis. We've got some cool information over there for the giveaway they're doing for that desktop, that monitor. Quite neat. Also, while you're over there, you can save 10% by using Travis 10 off. So check out, they've reactivated the code. So if you've used it in the past and it didn't work, try again. Either way, thanks so much for watching this. Hope you win something. And if not, hope you buy something. Because it's nice when they see that. Because then I continue to get sponsored by them. And then I don't end up homeless.